Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture. In this lecture, we will be talking about the features and characteristics of computer. Because in our previous lecture, we have talked about what is a computer and you should know about the features and the characteristic, like how capable the computers are. So, let's start this lecture. We will be covering up the characteristics of computers which are quite important. So let's start again. So the computer, as we have told you that computers have a quite capable knowledge, or we can say they are quite capable to do different things. So there are some of the characteristics of a computer that are quite important. First of all, that comes is the speed. Because as I told you, computer is a machine and whatever the operation that you're providing into that particular thing, the speed is the main thing. Because the computer should be fast enough to complete all your operations within seconds. And we also need the computer to be accurate. Because accuracy is also another thing that is quite important. So how accurate your machine is, that much accurate will be your results. Then comes the versatility. Like multitasking, we can say computer is able to perform multitasking. Similarly, no IQ and diligence. These are also the characteristics of computer. So let's study one by one in detail. Speed. As your computer knows that they can work very fast. It only takes few seconds for calculation. We take hours to complete, right? Isn't it? If you give any kind of a very huge number for calculations, we may take minutes, we may take hours to complete that particular calculation by hand or by our mind. But we use calculators or computers to do that calculation. Let's take about the weather forecasting, right? We cannot forecast that thing that is done by the supercomputers. They're quite fast so that they can analyze the complete data within seconds and give you the forecast. That is the characteristic of computers. That is the speed, which is quite important. Computer can perform millions of instructions, even more per second. So this is just a rough figure. We can talk about million. They can perform per second and even more enough, like they can even exceed that number also. That is the main factor of computer, that is the speed. Let's talk about accuracy, because accuracy is very important. Your computer should be quite accurate. The result that is performing should be accurate. Accuracy of a computer is consistently high, and the degree of accuracy of a particular computer depends on the instruction and the type of a processor. So, it depends on the processor that you're having. You cannot run or you cannot get the accuracy from a smaller processor than if you're comparing it with a higher processor. So, you have two processors, one is a high-end processor, another is a low-end processor. If you compare the comparison, both are having a large number of differences. The degree of accuracy of a computer is very high. Every calculation is performed with the same accuracy. If you tell the computer to perform 10 calculations per second, so even the first till the 10th calculation will be performed with the same accuracy. If you're talking about, for example, you have provided 4 or 3 calculations. So we have 3 calculations, 1, 2 and 3. So the computer will be performing the first one with 100% accuracy, we can say, or we can also say 99.9. We are not pretty sure about 100%. Similarly, if the second one will be going with 99.9 and the third one will be also going with 99.9. So you can see that all the 3 calculations will be done with the same accuracy. There won't be like this is done with 30% of accuracy, this is done with 40%. No, Each and every calculation will be done with the same accuracy. Let's talk about versatility. It is also quite important. It means that it is a capacity. It means that it is a capacity to perform completely different type of work. You may use computer to prepare payroll slips. Next moment may be used for the inventory management or the prepare electric bill. So versatility we can say it is a characteristic of multitasking. So the computer is able to complete or can do multitasking per second, or we can say per minute, or at the same time. At the same time you can watch a movie, at the same time you can do something else. So it has a characteristic of doing the same things at multiple number of times. So that is also one of the major advantage of a computer that allows to do multitasking. Let's talk about diligence. If we tell a human being to work 12 hours or 24 hours a day with same accuracy, no, it won't be possible, because the human being will get tired and won't be providing with the same accuracy all the time. Maybe the first hour he will be providing accuracy with 100%, but gradually it will be getting decreased. So I won't be getting that much of accuracy at the same hour. But the computers can work for 24-48 hours all the time with same accuracy and everything. So I think that investing good time in machines is a great thing, because with the computers can work for many hours continuously without taking any rest and without decreasing its speed, accuracy and efficiency, right? Because computers can work 24 hours without decreasing its speed, accuracy and efficiency, and you will be getting a great output and it will be creating a great profit, right? And it is free from tiredness, lack of concentration and fatigue, right? It won't get tired, it won't lose its concentration. So that are some of the major things or major factors. Talking about the IQ. In the previous lecture, I have told you that the computer in simple terms is a dumb machine. It doesn't have any kind of IQ. That makes the difference between the human and the machine. If we talk about humans have an IQ. If we talk about a computer, they don't have any kind of IQ. That's why everything is done on the basis, or we can say the instructions are prepared by the users. They work according to the user. Computer is a dumb machine and it cannot do any work without the instruction from the user. Okay, so it cannot perform any kind of instruction without the user. It performs the instructions at a tremendous speed with accuracy, so a computer cannot take its own decision as you can. So it works so fast that it cannot take its own decision. But if we talk about the new technologies like artificial intelligence, yes, that allows them to take the decision by themselves. So this is all about today's lecture. We have completed the features, or we can say the characteristics of a computer. Thank you.